I was inspired, somebody made a comment, and I was inspired to write a 5 tanka sequence on the inauguration. So I wanted to show you what happened. So first of all, I watched the videos on the day of the inauguration, and I came up with, I don't know if you can see this, but you know, lots of phrases. And then, you know, that gave me some things, and I was trying to format them into the 5-line form. And then I decided to watch the videos again, all of them that I could find. And then, you know, then I was doing this. So I've got the things I'm forming, and I'm starting to do, you know, notes. And then I've got a lot of handwritten notes here. And then I only had 3 days to do this in, because I had begged for an extension, and the extension ended 3 days after I started. So now I'm going to share the screen, and yeah, this is it. Okay, let's see what I can do here. Yeah. Okay, so can you see everything here that I have? Yeah. Okay, so I thought I would read it, and the way I read a reading sequence is that I go from the beginning down to the end, and then I go from the end back to the beginning. So I thought I would read it, and please ignore me if I start crying. I'll try to keep it going. Inauguration, January 20, 2021. A veil of snow lifts the remnants of screams of rage, of fantasy versus dream that swarmed these steps. In cold sunlight, a glint of flags, trumpets, drums, oath, hand on sacred book. Is this what hope feels like? His words rise to meet this rare and difficult hour. Around the globe, even the sky, trees, birds, oceans are listening. Imperfect and fragile as we are, we take up what there is to do to imagine the future. I pause the video again to see this day begin to unfold again, unfold again, again. I pause the video again to see this day begin to unfold again, unfold again, again. To imagine the future, what there is to do, we take up, and fragile as we are, imperfect. Oceans are listening, even the sky, trees, birds, around the globe, this rare and difficult hour, his words rise to meet. Is this what hope feels like? Hand on sacred book, drums, oath, a glint of flags, trumpets, in cold sunlight that swarmed these steps of fantasy versus dream, of rage, the remnants of screams, a veil of snow lifts. Inauguration, January 20, 2021. Oh. Thank you for listening.
Wow, that is totally fascinating. I've never seen anybody read their poem so seamlessly as front as back, backward like that. that was really exquisite in the way I just, seriously, I just could not imagine that was going to work, but it totally works. This is amazing, really beautiful.
The tanka are, they're not verses, although there are some connections that are quite close between them, but they're not like, they don't work as stanzas. They shift,
Mhm.
one hopefully shifts, from the next one, and then the shift keeps happening. And so, thank you.
Yeah.
The image I have is when you read it backwards, you're swimming. You're in the middle of of this essence, and whether you're swimming back or forth or up or down, the process still has meaning, and the process is not necessarily linear,
Right. Yeah.
which is what I like.
Yeah. And Bill, when you were showing us those, I was thinking of this one. When you were showing us the rocks, and that, I was thinking of this and how it might be fun to play with on a page, scattering the phrases.
Oh, for me, um, I guess the thing that strikes me is, and this is the way I felt about this whole thing, is that at this point it is all in flux. I mean, you hope things are going to heal and move forward, but you don't really know. And even the inauguration, it wasn't like, whew, at least we're over this mess. You don't really know. I mean, and Congress barely functions, and all that sort of thing. So it's kind of interesting. And also the fact, the way we look at things, partly because of the pandemic, is you see everything kind of as a video or electronically. So you go through it and then you can play it back. I mean, that's really an interesting idea. It's and it leaves you kind of in flux. Like I mean, maybe like you're swimming in it. Yeah, like I don't know where this is going. Um, uh, anyway, that's
Mm,
really really interesting, powerful
thank
piece.
you.
Well, thank
And,
you. Great.
and I would say, I'll stop the share. I would say that my ability to do that sequence was assisted by these meetings.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are just stronger artists from being able to collaborate like this, and the feedback that we get from each other really is builds our art, but also builds our friendship, and that is just pretty amazing stuff.